between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards. Up to the 27-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins, he's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Rosen looking to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Quarter. Coming after you. Watch that. Protein spill. Hey, check. Hey, alert.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rosen to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Taylor, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Rosen to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Rosen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyus Bowser gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, it's Rosen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They go play action with Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact. We call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Here's Haskins. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Returnable for Grant. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a give, right side. Taylor. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
180. Mike 50. Better bring it. Hey, Corey. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Shoot. Based on travel.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Play action. Haskins. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Matt Milano in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Caught by Jones. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Dolphins going to take their second. Timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. He'll have a first down past the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Here as he's taken down. Willie Henry. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
They'll roll him out right. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Middle. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
Now he's into the clear. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Call it a pickup of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. First carry for James Conner. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Haskins. It's caught. Jones. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Rosen. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's go, defense.
Now Rosen on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Taylor works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Play action here with Rosen. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The Bills on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Third down. Here's Haskins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Rosen. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quicker. He's got Burton here. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, here's Haskins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Olivier Vernon. And it'll be a turnover on downs. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rashawn Jones. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Miami, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.